What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again, man. Story time, story time. Man, this one right here kind of hits close to home again. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. They got a statement that says, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown." Heavy is the head that wears the crown. What that means and what that statement was made about is when the person that's in a position of power, the person that's in a position of leadership, a person basically who calling the dogs, calling shots for whatever particular group that they may be a part of. It's hard, man. It's hard, man. Take it from me, man. It's hard, man. Oh my goodness, it's hard. It can get real. I'm talking about hectic. Hold on. Oh shoot. I wanted to put my glasses on. But anyway, it can get real hectic, y'all. You gotta make calls and make decisions that sometimes it doesn't put you in the popular vote. Sometimes you gotta make them against people, you know what I'm saying, that you care for. And it's something it's just sometimes it weighs on you. Because here it is, you're the person that's in the position that every call you make has repercussions and consequences, sometimes good, sometimes bad, you know what I'm saying, depending on how large the situation is. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be minuscule, but sometimes it could be, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, in there, out there, in there, out there. Anyway, this is about a call that I had to make one time, man, on a dude that I liked a lot, man, had a lot of love for. But I had to make the call, I had to make the correct call. When you're in a position of leadership, you cannot be biased. I'm gonna say you're not supposed to be biased. You know what I'm saying? You cannot play favoritisms, and you have to stay in the middle of the road. You have to make a ball and a strike. No matter who it may offend, no matter who may go against or whatever. You have to make the correct call to the best of your knowledge and the best of your ability. Man, this is a situation that took place in my early years in prison in Alabama. Of course, like as time went on, I was thrust into a leadership position. Pretty much almost walking through the door. So anyway, I believe in structure. Believe in structure. Of course, I'm saying, I was a blue note, and so I come from structure. Point blank, I come from structure. And when I got to Alabama, there was a small modicum of structure, a tad bit, but it wasn't what it should be. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it was no structure there because it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We had some down homies, but as far as being structured, the structure was not there. Not the way I was used to it. Not the way I knew structure was supposed to be. So anyway, um, we had a homie, man. We had a homie, man. I took a liking to him. He was down. He was a rider. I'm not gonna say his name. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him L. I'm just gonna call him L. I'm gonna call him L. Man, L was a rider. You know what I'm saying? Down, homie. I liked him. We had heart. You know what I'm saying? He's about his business. But L had a problem with stealing. He couldn't keep his paws off other people's property. You know what I'm saying? He was down with OPP. You know what I'm saying? He was down with it, y'all. And a lot of times stuff that he would do would fall back in the gang's lap. And we had to deal with it a lot of times, man. So it came a time, one time, we would tell him, stop, you know what I'm saying, mess with other people's property and stop borrowing. Here it is. Now, as far as the Crip car went, wherever I went, we was gonna have our own stuff. We was gonna have our own box. We was gonna have our own money. And here was a situation where I was sleeping on the other hallway. I was on the other side of the prison, and I moved from that side of the prison to this side of the prison. Now, when I moved to this side of the prison, homies was over there, and so when I pulled over there, I didn't know if I was gonna be there long or not. So I had the time. I was hustling real good. I had, I had a lot of prison money. I had myself something. So when I moved to the other block, I didn't bring nothing with me because I didn't know what the situation was on this side of the prison. I didn't know if I was gonna be there hot second before I had to pull a stunt, you know what I'm saying, go to jail or whatever. I don't know. So I left my money where it was at. So when I got over to the other side of the prison, I was checking out what's going on. You know, immediately everywhere I went, the first thing I would do, I call them meet. Hey man, get all the Crips, man. Tell them meet me up in such and such cell. You know, meet me up in the cell, and that's it. Let me see who is who, what is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. You know, checked out the scene with a gangster lean. You know, boom, seen what was going on. At this time, then what? It wasn't a lot. It wasn't no Crips over there that had no money. You know what I'm saying? They was born from the disciples at the time. They was born a lot of stuff from disciples. So when I got over there, I checked it out at the meeting. I'm like, man, listen, you know, all y'all owe this, and this to them. They like, yeah, man, you know, we ain't got a toehold on nothing. We can't come up. We can't really come up on nothing and do this, and do this and that. So I'm noticing when store ran, the homies that was catching store, they taking their stuff and they giving it to the disciples. They paying their debts that they owed to the disciples. So I'm like, man, what? Hold up, man. I say that's a no-no. I say that finna come to a halt. That's finna come to a screeching halt right now. I say, listen, man. Tomorrow I'm finna send over to the other side of the prison. I'm finna get a gang of money sent over here. Now this was out from my heart. I say, man, listen, man, give me a list of everything y'all owe to the G's. I want to know right now. I say I'm gonna pay it off. I'm gonna get it straight. And what we gonna do? We gonna set up a Crip box to where new homies, when they get here, they got this and this, and we ain't got to borrow from nobody, period, but ourselves. We gonna be self-sustainable. That's how I get down. You know, that's my get down. So they like, man, for real? Well, I'm like, yeah, cuz that's what I'm finna do. So you know what I'm saying, I got a bunch of money. So I told my homie over there, boom, cuz, hey man, send me everything. Send me everything. They like, man, send me all of it. Cool. Of course, it was already mine anyway. So, you know, because I was running store and I was, you know, doing some things for myself. So time went on, got the list, went and paid all the homies' debts off. All the homies' debts off. And I told him, I say, cuz, now look, y'all don't owe the disciples no more, homie. Y'all owe me. Now, of course, owing me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna put no heck of a time limit on it. You know, do I want my money back? Yeah, I do. But am I gonna press you hard about it to a point where you know what I'm saying, in a position where you got to sweat your family and this and that? No, I'm not gonna do that, homie. Get it to me when you get it. Get it to me when you get it. Bet it up, Big Low. Bet it up, cuz. Bet it up, homie. All right, cool. And it was cool like that. You know, wasn't no problem. Everything was everything. Time goes on. Now, L was one of the persons who debt got paid that day, that way. You know? Cool. So time going on. I done start running my store again. I put a few things in a couple of other homies' hands to do. Hey, cuz, look, come here. You do this. Boom. You do this. This is what we got going on. Blah 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 blah. So cool. The Crip gang was self-sustainable now. You know what I'm saying? We doing our own thing. We ain't borrowing from nobody. Now, as time going on, it's getting to the point to where now people coming to us to borrow. And that's how I felt it should be. Far as I'm concerned, in my eyesight, man, we the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm not finna be second to none. Crip gang ain't finna play second fiddle to nobody. Not when I'm on the scene, at least. So anyway, we start doing okay. Now, L though. L was a problem. L was a kleptomaniac. And he wasn't gonna do right, man. But I kicked it with him a lot, and I was cool with him. And come to find out, he was still borrowing from the disciples. He was sneaking and borrowing it, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to borrow from us because he had already he had bought a little stuff, but now we wasn't fit to let him get out there like that. But so now he was sneaking and borrowing from them. And he owed them a large amount. He owed them a large amount, man. So I said, okay. The way we found out about it, one day, one of the G's came to me. One of the disciples came to me. He like, man, Big Tune, man, let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up, cuz, man? What's going on? He like, look, man, your little homeboy L. I'm like, yeah. He say, man, listen, the man owe us 12 bags of coffee. Scooby? I'm like, what? He like, yeah, man, your homie, man, he owes 12 bags of coffee. I'm like, how is that? I mean, he like, yeah, man. So the dude gave me dates, times when he came, borrowed what he was supposed to give back, how long he been doing this and that, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, okay, this is a debt from recent, because I pay. He like, yeah, Tune, man, he accumulated this afterwards. Now at the time, I hadn't, sometimes when you do stuff like this, pay stuff off, you would tell the other group or the other person, hey, look, we're going to straighten this out, pay you all. But look, don't give him nothing else. If you do, it's on y'all. If you do, it's on y'all. We're not finna let you do nothing to him because we already told you, don't give him nothing else after we paid this off. But this wasn't that type of situation, y'all. This wasn't that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? When we paid stuff off, we thought, we thinking it's all good, this, that, and the other, no problem. But it wasn't like that. He's sneaking back over there, doing stuff because his mentality was, I don't want to borrow from my own people because I'm going to have to pay my own people back. But I'm going to go over here and borrow from these other groups and I ain't finna pay them back if I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? And if they trip, I know I got the whole Crip gang to back me up. And au contraire, mon frere. You know what I'm saying? No, that was the type of mentality. That was the type of shenanigans I'm trying to get rid of. So anyway, I told him, I say, you know what? Hold on, let me delve into it. I'm gonna check it out. Boom. I got with L. Went in L. Went in cell with L. Talked to him. Boom, 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 boom. He we came clean. Yeah, Tune, man. Pop, pop, man. I say, cuz, why you do this, homie? We got boom, boom, boom. Man, he, come up with these old sob stories and. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, well, look. I said, cuz, we going to pay it off. So now at the time, other homies that came into the cell, we talking, boom. Now, unbeknownst to me, it was a lot of other little Crip homies that was running around there that didn't like L. Because L had been pulling stunts and shenanigans for months. He'd been putting the gang in funny bunny predicaments for a long time, and they did not like him. They didn't like him. Yeah, he was down. He was a rider, but he was crafty, y'all. He was crafty, man. So we went, paid it off. But now homies came to me in mass. They like, cuz, look, hey man, we sick of L, homie. Man, he keep doing this, keep doing that. He doing this, do that, da 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 da. And he think we playing with him. You know what I'm saying? We need to touch him up, straighten him out. I'm like, oh, hold up, homie. You know what I'm saying? Is it that serious? They like, yeah. He need to learn because he think we playing with him. Now we just come up off 12 bags of coffee to keep these dudes off his head. And we probably ain't gonna never see them 12 bags of coffee back because he ain't got nothing. He don't get nothing. And they was right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you like throwing money in the trash. And they was really mad about it. And to the point to where with me holding them back up because they want to touch him up, teach him a lesson. I'm like, no, cuz, hold up. Now they looking at me. Dang, Tune, man, woo, 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 woo. Like, dang, man. I'm like, all right, we just gonna be cool. We paid it. Let's see if we get it back. So now, time going on. Man, L ain't coming with nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just take a loss with him. Ain't coming with nothing. Nada, zilch. Okay, cool. Homies complaining because they are borrowing stuff from the Crip box and they got to pay it back. They paying it back. They got to pay it back and they paying it back. So now you got some people like, man, shoot, man, I'm paying my folks money, man, doing this and this. Man, what about this fool, homie? What's up with him? It's getting to a point where it can't be overlooked, y'all. We throw a meeting one night. We throw a meeting. Tell L in the meeting, hey, look here, homie, check this out. What's up with this? What's up with the bread, man? What's going on? You steadily eating. You steadily running around, walking around, you know what I'm saying, into everything. You're gambling, you're at the poker games, but you ain't paid the crip box back nothing. Now, when I say the crip box as in, you know, this is a crip box. This is where our money and all this is at for homies that's just coming in or for us to borrow from. You know, we call it the crip box. So anyway, oh, he coming up with these excuses and blah, 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 blah. They don't want to hear it. No, bump that cup. They don't want to hear it. They sick of it. They tired of it. They fed up. And I understand. I can't blame them. I understand. Okay. It's to the point now where, you know, you got homies rumbling and grumbling like, man, if cuz ain't paying nothing back, man, I ain't finna pay nothing back neither, man. Woo, woo. Now, that's a problem. That's a problem. And that's a cancer that's finna set in. And y'all know when cancer set in, cancer don't do nothing but spread and grow. I got to cut this cancer out before it spreads and grows. I see the writing on the wall, y'all. I got to stop this. Got to give them an ultimatum. Cuz, look, you got 2 weeks, homie, to get this money back. Now, if you can't get it all back, you got 2 weeks to get at least half of it back. And we'll work it out from there. Man, come on, what y'all mean, man? 2 weeks, man, whoa. So now dudes in the cell, dudes rising up like, yeah, cuz you heard what the big homie said, cuz, man, you be riding this trip, cuz, you scandalous, man, and woo. Hold up, man, y'all hold up, man. It's like it's finna get heated. Calmed it down, look, hey, L, look, listen, man. You got 2 weeks, homie, to get at least half of that money back to us, cuz, or you don't leave us no choice. Y'all no choice. Cause what y'all talk about doing something to me? Cause what y'all talk about doing something to me? Yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Since you want to jump gangster about it, you know what I'm saying? You put me and us and all of us in a weird position, cuz. But since you want to jump super tough, super gangster, then yeah, cuz, straight up. Oh, y'all come on, do it now then, cuz if y'all trying to threaten me, well, nah, it ain't gonna work like that, cuz you got 2 weeks. Homie, man, you the one in the wrong. You in the wrong, cuz. Man, I'm out of here, cuz, man. Yeah, all right. You know, yeah, all right. Yeah. He leave the cell. All right, cool. 2 weeks been given. Time going on. He got a funny bunny attitude with me now. He got a funny bunny attitude with the rest of the homies. Act like he don't want to talk, like he don't want nothing to do with us, like he don't want to be bothered. You know? All right, cool. You can have that attitude, loco. You can have that attitude, loco. Dang, I said the homie name. Well, anyway, I'm going back to L. You can have that attitude, homie. Time goes on. 2 weeks came. He knows coming. The date, that second store date, on the 2 weeks, that when that store date come, cuz didn't have nothing. Cuz didn't have the money. Cuz didn't come clean. Cuz forced my hand. Cuz forced our hand into doing what we had to do. For the sake of fairness. Homies come to the cell. They be like, hey, cuz, that fool L, homie. He ain't paid it. He ain't paid, huh? He ain't paid what he's supposed to pay. I dreaded this, y'all. I dreaded this day. I really did, man. I dreaded this day. Because me and him was so cool. I dreaded it to the point to where I contemplated giving him 6 bags of coffee and telling him, shh, bring it to us like you paying it, homie, and this will be between me and you just pay me back when you can. That's how cool me and him was. But I was like, no, man, no. It got to stop someplace because he think it's a joke. So I'm like, he ain't did it? Like, no, homie. I'm like, cuz. After dinner, at 8 o'clock, by 8 o'clock, it'll be after dinner, but by 8 o'clock, y'all check with me. If it ain't been straightened out, cuz get the fellas, man. Y'all know what it is. Handle that a little bit. So now when I say get the fellas and handle that a little bit, y'all know who it is. We had a hit squad. We had a disciplinary team. We had 5 homies that when you went wrong, when you did bad, when you needed to be touched up, these 5 were gonna be the ones that's come get you and touch you up. Whether it was stabbing you, punching you out, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was, these were the 5 that was gonna come discipline you. All the way down to the point to where if they had to just dissect, I'm talking about dissect you and run you clean out the block. These were the 5 that was coming to get it. They were the disciplinary action crew. So, you know what I'm saying? L had an attitude all that day. You know what I'm saying? He walking around. He know what's coming. He know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? He know what's coming. We had already got word that he was strapped. You know what I'm saying? He had a knife. Because he knew it was coming. So when word got back to me that he's supposed to be walking around strapped, I tell the people, I say, look, man. I say, two of y'all get heated. 2 of y'all get strapped. Oh man, we finna kill it? No. I say, but now word is that the fool, he done went and got strapped. I say, cuz, when y'all go at him, it's hands only. But if he come up with some heat, then all bets off. Cuz treat him like an enemy. Treat him like an enemy. If cuz come up with a heat, then you treat him like an enemy. So they was like, all right. Boom. Time came. They run up in the cell on him. Now let me show you something. He could have posted up on the floor. He knew it was coming. He could have posted up on the floor in the middle of the police. But now he knew it. Somehow, some way it leaked back to him. He knew at 8 o'clock we was coming for him. So he made it his business to be in his cell at 8 o'clock. Like I say, he was a young rider. He made it his business to be in his cell at 8 o'clock. So, it was out the police face. Homies ran up in there on him. He was heated. But he didn't come up with it. He didn't pull it. He fought. The homies mollywopped him. I'm talking about they put them jumper cables on his young behind. In fact, they went a little bit overboard because of the dislike they already had toward him because of the shenanigans that he had been pulling. And that was my bad. I forgot. I never should have let anybody that had personal ill feelings toward him go in there on him. But it slipped my mind. And so they did him bad, man. They did him way worse than what they should have done him. He had to go to the hospital, He did. So from that right there, I didn't see him no more in that prison. He ended up getting shipped. One of the reasons why I believe they shipped him was because when he went to the infirmary, the police was like, man, who did it? Man, what's up? Who did it? And he wouldn't tell. He like, man, listen, man. I ain't got nothing to say. And I commended him for that one, man. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. He wouldn't tell him nothing. So therefore, when something like that happens and you don't tell, you automatically become a security threat. Get down, little dog. Get down. You become a security threat because they don't know if this is finna be a killing, a ride, or what it's gonna be. We don't know. They don't know if it's finna be a gang ride, if it's a different faction got at you with. They don't know. So rather than put you back in population and go through that, they just gonna send you to another prison. So anyway, they shipped him to another prison, and I didn't see L for about 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years I didn't see him. And when I did see him, it was because I had got transferred myself to a lower level prison. And I never forget, man, my first day on the yard, after I got there, put my stuff up, boom, came out, I'm on the yard, you know what I'm saying, with the fellas and all that. I see L. I'm looking, so the little dude I'm walking with, I'm walking with one of the little homies from Playboy out of Montgomery, Alabama. So I'm walking with the little homie. I'm like, cuz, man, ain't that L? The little homie was like, yeah, man, that's him. I'm like, cuz, man, what's up with him? What he got going on? They like, shoot, homie, man, you know, he don't fool with us. I'm like, what? They like, no, cuz, he don't bang no more. I'm like, for real? I'm like, dang. So I'm like, man, I want to holler at him. He's like, shoot, come on. So I go over there. When I look at him, he had already knew I was there. So when I seen him, I'm like, man, what's up, L? He look at me like, man, what's up, Tune? I'm like, shoot, cuz, I can't call it, homie. Man, what's up, man? Let's walk. He like, no, man, I'm cool. He say, in fact, homie, they don't call me that no more. They don't call me that no more. I'm like, what? He like, no, cuz. He said, man, he said his real name. I'm like, what's up, homie, cuz? You ain't Crip no more? He like, no. I'm like, cuz, I mean, when did all this take place? So, you know, he didn't really want to go into it with me, but he like, homie, he didn't say homie. He be like, man, Big Tune. He say, man, this is all you. I'm like, what you mean it's all me? He like, man, it's all you. And he went on to try to explain some other stuff, but basically what he was saying was, because of the disciplinary action that had to take place on him that day, he decided he didn't want nothing to do with the Crip gang no more. He was going to just do his own thing, which was, hey, now, by right, that couldn't go like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no just, I quit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't none of that. And by right, I was supposed to push the envelope on that one. Like, no, cuz, you can't, ain't no just walking away and just, you pop up one day and I don't want to bang. Unless it was for religious reasons. He didn't quit banging because of religious reasons. He just decided because he got fingers put on him, he just didn't want nothing to do with it because he didn't like being up under structure. He didn't like being told what to do. He didn't like have to answer to someone. He just wanted to renegade, just run around and be cutthroat and shiesty. Boom. Okay, well, cool. I decided to leave it alone. I decided not to follow up with it. I decided to leave it alone, man. But that was it, man. Look, that was a call I made that I didn't really want to make that call, man. Hey, y'all see Mr. Wiggles. Anyway, I didn't want to make that call, homie, but that's how the ball bounces sometimes, you know? That's how the ball bounces. We weren't cool after that no more, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't have no talk, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I wanted to still kick it with him and talk, if he would have, but after that, we ain't got nothing to talk about, huh? This Crip, you something else. You solo dolo. You don't want to be a part of, you ain't want to be a part of what we got going on. So, ain't no need for me to want to talk because, hey, I'm in like Flynn, both feet. And that was it for me and L's coolness relationship or whatever. Our coolness was over with. He was still there. I remember when I got transferred from that prison, he was still there. I never seen him again though. I don't know if I guess he went home or did whatever he did or whatever, but I never seen L again. Hey, that's the way the ball bounced sometimes, man. But Yeah, man, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And it just happens like that, man. It happens. Structure. Anyway, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. I'm out, man. Peace. Man, y'all hit that like, man. Hit that subscribe, man. Let's hurry, man. Let's hurry get to 60,000. So we can head on to the 100, man. Y'all do it with me, man. Peace. I'm out.